Good morning, everybody. It is December 5th. I got to remember to call a friend. That's his birthday today. He's a new teammate as of 2 weeks ago. And so got to give him a call today, make sure that he knows about the gift cards and also make sure that he knows that we care about his birthday. Hey, I want to just start today off with December 5th, 2025. Beautiful time to kickstart yourself into the Christmas. Guys, it is not by happenstance that we talk about Christmas, that we talk about that we have a gift card promo for people to give gift cards to their relatives and whatnot at Christmas. But I want to talk to you this morning about my conversation yesterday and rectify something for you before we introduce our guest speaker for the day. That now and next to now means exactly that. When it comes to the gift cards now, it extremely means exactly that. The truth is, I'm going to say something here, and there might be a guest or two on here, and this is not to say anything wrong. I'm not talking to my guests about the gift card promotion. I'm not talking about the people that I'm putting in about the three to get four gift card package because that's a week up from now at least till until they might get them. They might not get them till the end of next week, or that we might not get them till the end of next week or the week before. So now and next to now, I'm talking about the two sweet spots. I'm talking about five to get six, and I'm talking about nine to get 11 for them to get in because I'm trying to get them in. We're worrying about the family members and gift cards after they get in. Why? Because we're not doing any electronic numbers on that. And so it's all going to be by mail gift cards. So that promotion is for future thinking or next week's business at the minimum. At the minimum, next week's business. Now, when you're in business, and you can do whatever you want. You can give people the option or whatever. But I'm telling you that I'm talking about what we have now to get people in now, and then sharing with them that hey, later on we got a gift card promotion, for the next 10 days or the next 14 days that you can help get your family members in or help get others in, and that's how I'm dealing with the gift cards. For one, five to get six is going to be going away at some point. Yes. Okay. And Bobby hinted to that on Tuesday. So that means we want to talk about the five to get six. We want to, hey, here's the two sweet spots. If you guys don't know this by now, I don't ever talk about other packages than the five to get six and the nine to get 11. I always come out something like this. Yeah, you can buy a package in any increment of a grand that you want, but there's two sweet spots that I need to let you know about no matter what. One is a five to get six, so you get $1,000 value for free. The other is a nine to get 11, that you get a $2,000 value for free. And that's what I always see. What you've done or what you say is going to plant the seeds of the direction that they'll probably end up coming in on. And so, is it wrong to talk about $1,000 package or to put in $1,000 package? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But if you want to maximize your business, you want to talk about what will make that person the most money, what will give that person the best blessing, what will get that person started today. That's the other thing about the gift card being not even, they're not starting to mail them till Monday. So that means that's from today. That's a minimum, I'd say a minimum of 5 days that they're not gaining coin. A minimum of 5 days that they're not gaining coin. So we want to really, really think about that for our guests. Because if you're thinking about your guests first and what's best for them financially, then you'll mention gift cards later. I'm just trying to give you some hints. We are all counting on that they're going to email us an electronic way to give gift cards, and they absolutely are not. Just get that off the table. Just get that off the table. So what do we put in its place? The next best thing, and that's selling them now and next to now and getting them in business with us right away. How beautiful would it be to get people in business today with the power for them to watch the to find a way to watch the parade tomorrow and to know what we've done for the parade. I'm telling you guys that a lot of people are really in love with that story. And so use that story, use those videos, use those marketing materials that aren't that are freebies. Those are freebies. Those are materials that are a true event that we did from a caring heart of a caring owner that saved that parade. That now our name's going to be all over it. So you got free advertising for you, and what a story to use. So without further ado, she knows I'm going to do it to her. Do you guys know what I'm about to do? I'm about to say, Miss Sarah Warren, would you wake up and introduce our guest, please? Did I catch her off guard? I did, I bet you. Okay. All right. So if she doesn't unmute, that'll be my fault. I always do it to her. But because she sponsored this fine gentleman, I always like to give her that opportunity and that chance. But he's been a friend of mine for a long time as well, and I know that he has blessed this call multiple times. He doesn't really need an introduction. His enthusiasm, his love for this company, his story for this company, you all should use anytime you get a chance. He says it from the heart, and we love it. Nevertheless, he's very knowledgeable in the cryptocurrency space, very knowledgeable in the affiliate marketing space, and very knowledgeable at just being a team player and having some fun with the team. So you guys know it. We all know it. Mr. Cory Moran. Take it away.
Good morning, Thomas. How are you? Great to
Good,
see you.
buddy. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that introduction. I am just excited and blessed to be here, be a part of TEXIT, and given the gift and ability to be in front of you guys today and teach you something, one or two or three things maybe. And what a time to be in TEXIT, right? With Dallas Parade, the saviors of the Dallas Parade, and it's so fun to see how that. Sarah's actually probably she's been practicing on holding the floats for she's probably out there in Dallas floating in the air somewhere. So hopefully Sarah you're okay. And I today you guys I'm like, Thomas, once we want to focus on, the crypto now and next to now, and we've got several people joining and a lot of people joining fast. And I think there's something that we need to, well, a couple things, but we need to kind of like go back and make aware and have you guys have the ability to onboard and on ramp and off ramp. We've done a lot of Herschel's done some great trainings. A lot of the leaders have done some great trainings on ramping and off ramping for crypto. I mean, hey, listen, we're excited. We hopped in, we purchased our miners, and we're ready to go. And now, it's a few months from now, or it's a few weeks from now, and we're saying, wow, I mean, I got these coins, I got these TXE coins, but what do I do with them? I've seen training on how to sell them and stuff, but um, we've got plenty of recordings, but we really want to focus on today on Coinbase. And you can use this for crypto.com or Coinbase or wherever it is available. But the best, most secure, and easiest way to take what you've earned, your passive income that you're bringing in daily, the ultimate passive income. I think we all can agree that you go to sleep tonight and you wake up tomorrow and your wallet of TXC is greater than it was the day before, right? And so these are very valuable assets, and we want to make them liquid, meaning the day that you get them, you can sell them. You can trade them on the open market, and you can, take your spouse out to dinner. You can, take your kids out, go on a vacation, pay your car payment, whatever you got going on. This is the reason why we got into Texit, and we have joined this opportunity, and we love it because of everything that's going on. And so, uh, this all doesn't work right now unless you have the ability to change that TXE, that coin, into a dollar in your bank. Eventually it's going to be easier and easier to be able to spend your TXE. But for now, I want to get into it pretty simply of the basics. And if you guys are here and you're fluent in Coinbase, you're fluent in crypto, great. Um, this is just kind of an overview for you, potentially, but it's also a way of maybe seeing something different or a way of you being able to pass this on to your team or the next new person. I mean, I heavily lean on education in the crypto space for teaching the next, teaching the next person about crypto. The world is shifting. It's already shifted into digital currency. The future of money is now. The future of TEXIT is now. The future of being able to move away from a centralized entity and move towards a decentralization of sovereignty and owning our own assets, our hard-earned money. And so let's get into that today. It really, again, it's pretty basic, but I also want to cover some AI stuff and we can take a few couple questions and answers. I also want to give you guys my secret sauce, not so secret, about how I bring people on board and we'll cover all those things. If you guys have questions, we'll get to those. And I'll show a few cool things with AI that I do and why and how you guys all should be implementing AI into your life, into your business, and we'll go from there. So let me go ahead and get into this. It's cool to see a lot of people joining this morning, and I will go ahead and share this one and this one. This is the first time I will be sharing two screens at the same time. And here we go. So you guys can see, hopefully, two screens of mine, and I'm going to kind of go in real time. And I'll start out by saying, this is your crypto. If this is your first crypto account, this is exciting. This is awesome. I know we've had a lot of people come on recently. And let's get started. So Coinbase 101, as you guys can see, I'm going to do the desktop. You see on my right, I have the desktop version open. On the left here, let's go through kind of the basic setup. This is simple. It's safe, zero stress. I want you guys to realize that first of all, let's get over the fear of crypto. And I know a lot of you that have joined Texit. This is your first touch of crypto. This is your first experience, and we're obviously here to make this a very familiar, a very comfortable space. Just go back and think when you set up a bank account for the first time, or you used PayPal or Venmo or Cash App for the first time. It involved a setup, right? Like it obviously is a setup. You have to put information in. They have to know who you are. There's security. There's all this stuff. So let's make it zero stress for you guys. And I will move into uh, the the setup and all of the beautiful things of Coinbase. So basically, what we're covering today is what Coinbase is, how to create an account on a desktop, how to verify your identity, how to link a bank account, how to buy your first crypto, how to send crypto safely, and all the security essentials. So this is absolutely important. If you guys can take this recording and do it on your own. I am also going to just do as far as I can on here in real time, which is why I have two screens. But just know that in advance, you're going to need a valid email. You're going to need a US phone number. You're going to need a government ID, and you're going to need a bank account or a debit card or both. And just so you know, this is standard for all US exchanges. So no surprise there, right, guys? This is the stuff that you need to deal with money in and out. So your step one, you're going to go to Coinbase.com. I will say this, guys, for all you leaders and people that have joined leaders here, Coinbase does do a referral program, which you can absolutely use. So if you're setting up Coinbase for the first time, go to your leader, your sponsor, your ranger, whoever that is involved, and just grab a referral link because you both will benefit from it. Same with Crypto.com. So just let them know that you're ready or you're wanting to get your Coinbase set up and started, and then just go from there. So you're going to enter your email address and create a password, accept the terms, create account. So if you see on the screen to the right, and before I get into this, I want to show you guys something real quick. So this is the Coinbase.com. If you go to individuals tab at the top, you can see all these different tabs here that you can do. You can check out, all of this once you're signed up or even beforehand. But if you see down here, there's a learn. Coinbase.com does a good job of teaching as well. So there's always these tips and guides to help you navigate especially for you guys that are new to crypto or even have been in crypto and don't know all of the things. And so you see that there is on the right that there is a beginner's guide, the basics, what is crypto, um, getting started, how to earn crypto rewards. I mean, you have all these things that you can go through. And I just wanted to point out that there is a way to educate yourself while you're and before and after setting up a Coinbase account. So there's this whole library of educational tools in here for you guys. So today we're going to be just looking to do the sign up, and it'll take you to your screen here. Um, Hopefully I can go through this because I already have a Coinbase account, so I'm kind of using this on a private window. So if we do something like boo boo boo, I'm gonna go and just go to continue, and I got a email, hopefully. So what they do is the email verification. So I'll go ahead and check that real quick here. And you're going to accept the terms once it's there. Okay, I've got a code. I'm going to copy it from my phone. This is why I love Apple for all you Apple iPhone users, is because I can copy from my email on my phone and just paste it into my desktop. And we're going to create a password. So let's just do, oop, somebody's trying to get in. Oh, there we go. Um, so I'm just going to create a password real quick. And make sure that you have qualified for your minimum of 8 characters, uppercase, lowercase, at least one number, at least one symbol. You're good to go. Satoshi Nakamoto is the default. Everybody know who that is, I hope. If you don't, that's the supposed entity or person or whoever this person is that has, let's put Cornelius that created Bitcoin. Corellius. We'll put Corellius Jones. Let's just because we're just doing the thing. So you're gonna have to verify. You see on the left here, you're entering your email, create a password, accept the terms. You click account. Let me see if I can get past this for you guys' purposes. All right, and let's make sure I get this here. So, just so you guys know that crypto, just like the bank, anything dealing with money is going to have especially Coinbase has a very strong, probably one of the strongest securities that there is in crypto, and that's why it's the number one exchange wallet for US um, for the US for the United States. And let me see. Okay. I certify that I am 18 years old. And if you see over here, I'm going to go to the next slide. And this is the verifying of the email part. You want to make sure that you open that Coinbase to get all this. So this is the basic information, you guys, and this is where you're going to have your proof of residence, your Coinbase, all your stuff ready, the ID, proof of ID, all that stuff ready for you. Make sure you have that in hand, ready to go. Um, I don't think I can. Let me see. Let me get past this screen. 5235. Continue. Okay, so I probably won't be able to get pretty far over on this, but what I will do is keep going on the presentation I put on the slides here for you guys. So um, you're going to after you enter your phone number, you're going to receive that. You already saw me do that. Let's move on to the verification. So you're going to have all your KYC, which is know your customer. They do identity verification for you. So basically, they're going to go through your legal basics, your date of birth, your full address, the last four as you saw of your social security. You're going to then upload a driver's license front and back. Re Keep in mind, you guys, when you're doing this, I've done this for a long time and helping people onboard into Coinbase. Make sure you have good lighting. Your camera screen is clear. It's not blurry. It doesn't have, last night's spaghetti sauce on it, dried up, and you can't see your driver's license. So make sure you'll have all that clear. People have an issue sometimes with that being the problem. Um, and then what you're going to do is to be able to onboard on ramp and off ramp with crypto and fiat, vice versa. You're going to need to link your bank account, like I said earlier, and or your debit card. So, um, if somebody wants to actually walk through this for the first time, sometime after this training, and we can record it, there's plenty of YouTubes as well and stuff like that. So you've got help. We can record one if somebody wants to do it for the first time. Um, but you're going to once you're in there, and let me see if I can go real quick to my Coinbase setup. Let me go back here actually, and let me go back to the Coinbase and log in. So you're going to go to linking your bank account. You're going to go to your settings, which are on your profile, just like TEXIT on your top right of your screen. And let me go back here. And you're going to go into your profile settings and you're going to link your account that way. All right, this is not where I want to be. Let me get out of this. Make sure you guys can still see my screen. I think so. So I'm going to show you exactly where we are on once your account is set up, once you're verified, you'll get to this screen here. Let's do it. That's fine. And my security, as you'd notice, there's lots of security. It is for your protection. Some people get frustrated, like my dad, when he has to go through all these security checks. He's like, "What the heck? I just want to get my account." Well, they're doing it for that reason, you guys. And so, um, all right, so we are on the settings account, or sorry, the settings feature under your account. So if you notice, I went to the top right, I dropped down what is involved in there. And this is what it looks like after you guys are set up and verified. Okay, so you have these account settings on the right. You got account activity, security alerts, all this fun stuff. You're going to choose, and I might be on my advanced. Let me make sure. This might look a little different. Coinbase has a feature where um, you can turn on, and I do a lot of stuff. You see this on the bottom here. You see advanced, where you can toggle on. Um, those who are experienced in crypto probably use the advanced tab, but you can turn that on and off, and it'll switch your user interface. But let's get back to the settings here, and oops, let me go over here. So for your first time, you're going to have the ability to right here under settings on the left column, three down, you'll see payment methods, and this is what we're looking for. Um, you're going to start out with linking your bank account. Okay, so you're going to go to add the payment method. What they use is a third-party service called Plaid. And this is a one of the highest security third party that will basically, when you add a payment method, what it'll look like is if you're going to do a bank account first, which I recommend you do, it's going to ask you to connect your Coinbase account with your banking entity. So this is Plaid. This is what it look like. It'll look like. It'll tell you the security and know that this is how you will get your. I'll see how far I can go here. This is how you'll get your bank connected um, to your Coinbase. Let me put in the code 907. And when you're connected, it'll show you, you'll select an account. I believe if you don't have this already set up, it'll give you a choice like Wells Fargo, Chase. It'll give you all these different banks. You select yours, and this is all you go through. You just go through all this, and then you'll comply with what they ask you, and then it'll verify by connecting to your bank. You'll log into your bank information, and it'll connect. And once it's connected, you'll see it here under your payment methods. As you see, I've got those payment methods there. That's what I use. But if you're going back to your your payment methods, you can add your debit card here. I'm going to move one forward on. You see that on the left here at the bottom of my slide, that the best option is for your bank account, basically your ACH. These are going to give you your lowest fees and highest limits. Now, keep in mind, we've trained on this before that when you choose options like ACH versus debit card versus PayPal, wire transfers, all this stuff, there's pros and cons. Do you want to go fast? Do you want to pay a higher fee? Do you want to pay a lower fee? You don't mind about the speed. That's where that comes into play. So ACH giving you lowest fees and highest limits, but it might not be as fast as you need it to be for what you're doing. So you also have the option of adding your debit card, which you'll see here. On the left, you just add your card number. On the right, you see I've got my name. I've got the ability to enter my debit card, expiration, CVC number, and make sure your billing address is in there. Higher fees, yes, but you can do instant buys and you can be able to do things faster. Now, as you guys may or may not know, your first time setting up a crypto.com or a Coinbase account, there is usually around a 7-day hold because of bank verification. They have to go through all of the things in order to make sure it's you and protect you from yourself, most of all, from scams and keep you safe. So, this is just basic standard crypto rules for when you first set something up. So your limit's not going to be um, established yet. So you can go in and after you set up your payment methods, you can go in and just learn the desktop layout. I'll show you a little bit about what it looks like to buy, sell, trade, just a little bit of money, $10 here, $20 there. Start doing a little bit of moving in and out of your account with your funds. That way, Coinbase sees that, okay, this person is real. They're actually using Coinbase. We'll go ahead and start upping limits as you go along, and then you'll be able to do more and do more faster than you can when you first get started. So and a side note to that as well is if you're onboarding someone and we've taught on it. Let's say somebody's starting with a builder pack, a 9 pack to get started, and you're having trouble with limits, and they're having trouble with doing the 9 at the whole time. So they can start with probably while they're establishing their Coinbase, you come in and get them started with a, let's say, one miner, and then over the next week, you can slowly get them into upgrading to a 9 pack is just an alternative way to do this. And I'm saying that as an example of having a new person or yourself being able to function inside of Coinbase and then getting to the point where they release and you can have full functionality. So let's go back to the home screen. Um, on the home screen, it's going to show you your balance, what you have in crypto, what you have in cash. As you see here in my account, there's the USDC, which they put under the cash, which is USD is a stable coin, kind of similar to USDT, but it's the US digital coin, dollar coin, and you've got those under cash. So anything that you have under your crypto will be in your crypto account. So you can toggle between those and see anything that you're holding in here. Pretty basic, but you want to familiarize yourself with the desktop layout. And I will mention that you guys, um, it's easier, I guess, in terms of, your screen is obviously bigger on your desktop, and like any app that is goes from app to desktop, like Coinbase, the user interface will be a little different. It's constrained to a proportion of a phone, but I personally love the app because I can move in and out of crypto really quick and on the go. I don't need to be in front of my desktop, but it does come in handy when you're learning to, kind of just learn the lay of the land of Coinbase. And you'll always see on your homepage where your assets are. On the right, you'll see some functionalities that you'll be able to send or receive crypto. You can deposit cash. So, eventually when you're putting your TXC here, let's say you have, some funds in USDT or USDC or whatever that looks like, you're going to be moving from, um, a topot, like let's say, okay, let's do in real time here, you guys. So let's do, I want to put some USDC into my account. And this isn't like super critical, but if you want to just kind of skip a step, you can always do a one-time deposit from your bank. So you'll see what you're depositing in and where it's coming from. So you see here is where my payment method is already entered in there, my checking account, so it's connected to my bank. Once you have your setup, that's what it will look like, and you're doing any kind of deposit or withdraw. So going the opposite way, you guys, let's say you have converted your TXC to your stable coin, and then you're going from your stable coin to your bank, it's going to look like this because you're withdrawing your money on Coinbase and it's going into your bank account. So this is how you hopefully understand that it's a very easy way to move from crypto to your bank. And this is why I do love Coinbase for that reason. Also, crypto.com is also very easy for that. But so if you want to go from, let's just go this way, deposits. I want to deposit straight to USDC, and you can just do an amount like $20. And then you want to double check this. You also have the one-time deposit. You can set up a recurring deposit if you want. You do have that ability in Coinbase and crypto.com. But you just click preview and you double check you're transferring from yes, funds will arrive instantly. Fantastic. And then they give you that option again, but just deposit now. So it's going to go through a little transfer of cash. It's going to pull. Plaid is going to go into effect because it's connected to your bank or my Wells Fargo for that. It'll transfer pretty quickly here. And then when that's done, it's going to, and this is also why I use the mobile app because I get a lot faster response. And then I got a notification on my phone that it did it. And there you go. It'll show you once it refreshes. And another thing that you guys want to take a look at is you see the deposited funds right here in transactions. If you have, let's say, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you've got some USDT, USDC, Just keep in mind that wherever you want to see what you have going on in your crypto, like let's say if I have Bitcoin, you can click on your Bitcoin, just click on the asset that you have, and then you can scroll down and you can see the transactions. So it's very robust in that you can see everything going, even on your if you get a Coinbase card, which is another training. I do have the Coinbase card, and I'm able to spend as I please, whatever I have in my account. You can spend as USDC, you can spend as a different crypto. But I'm not going to get further into this. Going to keep it to the basics. But hopefully everybody understands now how to set up a Coinbase account, go through the verification, just follow along and do what it asks you to do. And then when you're finally, we just did a transaction, guys. I put real money into my Coinbase account. I selected USDC just because I want to use that USDC to either trade for another crypto, or I want to use it to pay for another miner or upgrade to a miner to a 5 pack like Thomas was saying and get one free, whatever that looks like. But that's what this will be, and you will see your transactions here, and everything will be good. So again, you guys, the withdrawal would be the opposite. You're going from your balance. Now, if I wanted to, I could take this $20 that I have in here and I can go um, into my bank account just like that. So transfer it, go to instant. And just so you know, I don't really ever do an instant withdrawal on any platform, just because it's expensive, and I don't feel like paying. I guess I'm frugal or maybe cheap. I don't. If I had, 20s of millions of dollars, I would just pay the instant fee. But you need it right away. The reason this and B is because you see here the standard withdrawal, it takes 1 to 3 business days and it's free. I take the free because if you do it like before 2 o'clock on a weekday, you're gonna have it either that night, most likely that night, or within an hour, I've noticed, or you'll have it first thing in the morning when the bank goes open. So it's very fast either way. So I just wanted to cover that. Um, and then once you have like let's say I have my crypto here. Let me go back to um, well, we can do crypto. So I've got what, $13 in crypto here. Um, we've got let's just pretend that this is your USDC or whatever, or if you're moving from your Coinbase to somewhere else, another external wallet. Just keep in mind on the desktop version on the right, the layout, you can just scroll down and you can see send crypto, receive crypto, deposit cash, or withdraw cash. These are the basic functions of what you're going to do with your crypto. So if I want to do, let's say I want to send crypto, okay? Now, I am going to go to my uh, one of my external Bitcoin accounts, and so whether that's Tangem is what I'm using right now, or you're going to MetaMask or another external account, you're going to so I'm sending crypto, right? So I'm going to go get a Bitcoin address, and I'm going to on my Bitcoin side, my other external wallet, I'm going to copy my external Bitcoin receiving asset, and I'm just going to paste it into Coinbase. So it's gonna put the address in here. You see it pops up right here. Make sure you select that, and it'll give you different networks. If you guys notice when you're paying for an upgrade for a miner or you have somebody new coming in, they'll ask what network are we on. Um, USDC is going to be on your Ethereum network, but it gives you the choice to select these. And obviously, Bitcoin is on the Bitcoin network, being a layer one. Let's go a maximum amount. Always double check, you guys, the first four or five, the last four or five, and go check to your wallet that you're sending it to. Always double, triple check as a rule of thumb, and then you can go ahead and send it out. All right. So that'll take a second. It's going to send out. And done. And I'll get a notification over on my other end of my wallet. I just got a notification that Bitcoin was sent. That'll take a little bit for Bitcoin to travel through its blockchain, but it'll arrive there. So those are kind of the basics: send and receive. Again, you'll find those down here. You want to buy or sell or convert, those are easy buttons here. Just remember, if you're converting something or you're buying or selling, make sure you're always checking the fees. So if you were to be, let's say you were converting USDC, for example, and you got here, you're on your USDC, you have an amount. Let's say but let's just say you're doing whatever you're doing, whether you're sending, receiving, converting, just make sure the fees are either free or low. If not, choose a different one, because there's always a way that you can pay less. You don't want to pay like a maximum fee for converting something when you could just buy or sell it. Like if you're selling Bitcoin to your USD wallet, or you're selling, hey bud, or you're selling whatever you're doing here. So let's go back to the slides here. So we just went through this. I showed you guys in real time how to buy, also withdraw and deposit. Pretty basic, you guys. I'm doing my best to stick to the basics. I like to try to get ahead because I already know what's going on here. Just a side note, don't ever make sure you always check your network. I've had this happen before. Coinbase had a coin recovery process, but I learned this the hard way about sending the wrong network to Coinbase. So always check that. Make sure if you're sending USDC, Ethereum to another wallet like TEXIT coin address for a miner, make sure you double check that it's on the Ethereum network. Don't uh, heed that advice. Security best practices, you guys, especially for crypto and anything else that, use your Google Authenticator, turn on your 2FA. Google Authenticator is an app, and you can connect it to anything you're doing, any wallets, and it's just a kind of a basic, very highly secure way to secure your assets. Of course, never share your passwords or codes. You can bookmark Coinbase's official support so that you don't fall for a scam or somebody impersonating Coinbase official support. And I'm going to just go move to that subject here in just a second because of something that happened this morning, and I kind of want to cover it. But um, beware of scams, you guys, especially the well-known scams out there, or like the popular scams that you might not know about. And the last thing I want to say is, guys, don't keep your money on exchanges because you never know. It's a considered custodial, meaning that they have control of, or anything can happen on that exchange. So just don't keep your life savings on exchange. If you have a non-custodial wallet like MetaMask um, or these other wallets, these personal wallets, keep your money there, or a cold wallet storage like, TEXIT has, of course, or Tangem or Ledger or something like that. So this is just a piece of advice there for basic practices. So I'm going to stop sharing those screens. And what I want to move into real quickly now is everybody kind of comfortable. I'm going to assume that everybody's kind of comfortable with the basics of Coinbase. Um, Again, it's something that you can go through as well on your own time. But okay, so I want to show you guys something that I had somebody, if he's on, I'm not going to name any names, but um, let me just go over here. Does Coinbase work well with Exodus Wallet? I know Miguel had issues with Exodus and Coinbase working together. Honestly, Thomas, I know works very closely with Exodus. I don't use Exodus, but I'm sure it does, right, Thomas?
And it was crypto.com that he had trouble with, not Coinbase.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
And yeah, I like
It does
Exodus.
work very well with Coinbase. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Coinbase works on that note. Coinbase works very well with all of my wallets. I've got MetaMask, I've got for my non-custodial wallet, I've got Tangem, I've got Crypto.com, I've got Phantom, I've got Exodus. So yeah, it's very friendly. They do work gel well together, and it's a way to go easily, like I said, to off ramp, on ramp as well. So let me share here now and get these out of the way. I want to share something that happened this morning, and I want to move into AI really quickly and just a little tips and tricks because I know everybody likes AI or is fearful of AI, but either way, we're moving in that direction. And I'm going to share this with you guys that somebody sent me or posted, and I'm going to move in here. And hopefully you guys can see this here. Okay, so let me get this out of the way so I can see this. All right, so Kira Gray, this is Bobby's wife, right? Does everybody know who Kira Gray is? That's Bobby's wife. That's her on the left, or what supposedly is here is her, and on the right, somebody had sent me this message and started to share it out. And I said, hold on a second. We need to be very aware, first of all, of a common scam, which is impersonation on social media, one, and two, anytime that there's a post that says, we're going to give out all this TXC or all this Bitcoin or all this money, but to participate, all you have to do is confirm your wallet by depositing some money to get it. It's like the old scam of the Prince of Arabia or wherever says, hey, we've got $2 million waiting for you. All you have to do is confirm your account by sending this amount of money so that we can track it, blah 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 blah. So I want to make this kind of a big deal because you'll never ever see official Texit coin or official um, crypto entities or projects asking you to send in to a wallet address for you to be able to receive. And you can verify this several ways. And one is you can go to this imposter's page, or if you see this post, please report it. Please, that Facebook gets multiple reports that this is fake. If you go to her fake account here, you can see that there's several posts like this. A lot of content has been removed, and you see that there's 101 likes on this, and there's no comments. You can see that at the bottom. I'm bringing this to your awareness because obviously we need to be cognizant of this. And let me get back to my Zoom screen. So I'm going to show you this. We're going to move quickly into AI and a couple of tips and tricks here for you guys because this is awesome and fun. And this is what you guys can learn to do on your own without, having to verify other ways. But I went on to Grok, and Grok is an AI built and out there by X, aka Twitter. And I want to show you guys what I did is I asked Grok to give me some training on the most important ways to protect yourself from crypto scams and what they give and what they are, give the most current, most popular scams. And of course, it listed out all of these scams. Very important for you guys to do on your own and go through this, especially if you're not aware of the scams. And um, like my father, I'll put it this way, like my father, he always calls or texts me about an email or a text they got from Coinbase. It's just part of the world, guys. We can't help it, and we don't blame Coinbase. We don't blame Texit for this post or this scam or this fraud because this is what scammers do, right? So you can go through this list. The one that you see here, the fake airdrops, giveaways, and drainers. This is another one that I just showed you guys, asking them to connect your wallet or send to a wallet address, or that you're going to get this crazy amount of money for sending in this amount of money. This is cool. I used AI. I can learn. I can educate myself. Now, this is what I did after I listed this. I said, okay, this person sent me this scam. I already knew it was a scam before I looked, but I want to show you guys that I said, okay, is this a scam? And what I attached here are the two images that I just showed you guys. And I pulled them up so you can see these are the two images. And I asked Grok, is this a scam? Yes, this is almost certainly a scam. It gives you the reasons why. Too good to be true returns or promises to distribute 150,000 TXC in appreciation. It tells you all the ways and why this is a scam. It's clearly um, it clearly shows you why this is a scam, and this is so important, you guys. I use AI all the time, and I want to get this across to you guys that please use AI as it is your friend. It can give you information, but always verify the information. If you guys noticed on my Facebook the other day, I put on there a post about why Google and AI will come up with misinformation or wrong information because of people posting on there about it's scraping the internet for posts about, you know, oh, let me go back here. Somebody was trying to get in and it covered my screen. Okay, so so that's what I wanted to cover. Hopefully, everybody gets that, knows how to do that. That's simply going into Grok. This over here is, I want to switch real quick to the brighter side of AI and how this can help you guys. Um, we'll just use, for example, yesterday I was changing my LinkedIn profile because I've changed and things have changed in my life, and I want to keep my LinkedIn business profile up to date. So what I did was updated my work title and my work profile on LinkedIn, and I said, I want a good description, and I don't have time to really write up my bio. I'm moving fast, and I want a very accurate and cool LinkedIn description. So when somebody comes across my profile, they can see exactly what it is I'm doing. And they're like, TEXIT Coin, this guy works. I know this guy, and I just got an update that his work has been updated. And I got a lot of messages already from people that I'm connected to on LinkedIn about, congratulations on your work. Your new job, and I'm started getting messages, so that's really cool. Um, and you guys can do this as well. So I'm just going to show you some examples of how I use AI in my everyday life. So I asked, can you create me a LinkedIn description for what Texacoin is? And a description, I meant intermission, and stick to LinkedIn's as an intermission. I meant to say as a description, and stick to LinkedIn's description format. So it did give me it output this, which is awesome, about Texit and what it is. And I fact checked it, I double checked it, I read it, made sure that all the information was absolutely correct on there, which I want you guys to do as well. And then I copied this, went into my LinkedIn profile that I updated and put it in the description, and I saved it. And so now I had this all done within seconds, which normally it would take me a while to come up with. I know what text it is, but I want to, do it faster and smarter, and being a leader and a lot going on. This is what I did. It also gave me under the 2,000 character limit that I asked it for. That's why I asked it for the format that LinkedIn uses. So it did it under the amount of characters, which is perfect. So hopefully you guys are seeing how awesome AI is, and how I use it. Let me go back to TextIt. So again, to cover really quickly, you guys, I created this TextIt folder, this project folder. I use ChatGPT. I use the $20 a month paid version because it does more. It can think harder. You can do images and all that fun stuff. Okay. But I use it for a lot of serious things as well. And I want to point out two more things that are pretty cool. So this is a funny thing that I ran into a few days ago. Somebody asked me for my version of a brief overview of Texit and how I say it. Because I do a lot of calls, I do a lot of three-way calls, I do a lot of voice messages, I do a lot. And so I had sent this person a voice message on text, and on the iPhone, it deleted it on my side because I didn't keep it. the person on the other side had my voice message. And I said, "Hey, can you send that back to me, just the transcript, so I can, so I can have it of what I said because, I liked what I said and they liked what I said." So they sent me the transcript and I pasted it easily in here. And I said, "I'm going to drop in here a voice message on text that I left, but I can't get the recording for some reason. So can you lay this out in text format for me to correct any grammar issues?" So of course, when I'm saying things or texting things, there could be some ums and hey and some filler words that we tend to do as humans. And so it cleaned it up for me really nicely. It said, "All right, absolutely, brother. Here's your whole voice message cleaned up, tightened up, and written the way you meant to say it. Casual, clear, and without the grammar chaos." I swapped every and the grammar. So I asked it to switch anything where it says text it to actually text it. And it did that for me. So you can fix those little things very quickly. Again, this took me seconds. And it cleaned it up right there for me. And now I have it. I can read it back and record another text. I can send that out as a text message. And then it always asks me if they can take it further for me. The AI will always ask you, "You want me to here put this in condensed short version or polished message you can send to prospects too?" Yeah, you could say, "Yes, of course, I would love that." What I specifically did with this one, which is more advanced, I took this to 11 Labs and I created a voice for it. You can record your own voice. I don't want to, I mean, there's so much to train on, guys, but I'm going to keep it simple here. But this is what I did. And I created a voice to it and I recorded that and I had a fun little time with it. And so what was the other thing? Oh, the last thing I wanted to show you guys really quickly is I had somebody, and Thomas and I talked about this really quickly before. People send you this is a scam, and people are making fake videos or false information and stuff like that. So somebody had sent me a negative video about TEXIT, and they were talking about the binary comp plan and I listened to it. I didn't want to give this guy a view, and that's why I didn't send it out to anybody else because he's doing it for clickbait, and he did it because and not this guy. This is Thomas. But they did it because they wanted to get more clicks. And this is why a lot of fake information is out there, especially from competing blockchain projects or other crypto projects or MLM scam reviews. That's why they do it, is to get views. That's all they're in it for. And so that's why Google picks up this misinformation out there, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to show you guys real quick what you can do. So Thomas on this one talked about how to maximize the holiday promo. He just did this yesterday. And this is what I also do for Bobby's presentations or a Texas Rangers presentation like Pierre did last night. What I'll do is I'll go into YouTube and you have to, a trick to this is if you want to grab the transcript, you can go grab the transcript from YouTube if it's available. I do a lot of stuff from mobile, so it's hard to grab the transcript, but you have to make sure that the closed caption is turned on. So you see it's on the screen now. Now this way you can take the link, the YouTube link, you can copy it, and you can go to a tool like you can search. I want to convert YouTube transcript to, a YouTube video to transcript. This is one of them that I use. Some of them won't do it very well, so you have to like either pay for them or whatnot. But just try them out and see which one. Then you extract the transcript, and then I have everything Thomas said on this video. Okay, and very easily I can hit copy transcript. It's copied. Same thing I do with Bobby's Tuesday night miner call. And I'll go into my AI and I'll go to my TextIt folder and I'll create a new chat and I'll say something like, "Can you please summarize this video into a very short important message that I can share." Hold on. Somebody's trying to enter the room and I can't type. I get it. There we go. My co-host probably fell asleep because I'm so boring. That I can share with my team. This isn't boring, right, guys? It's fun stuff. Okay. And so whatever you want to say there, be specific as you can, what you want to do. I'm going to paste that recording that Thomas did, and I am going to send it off. So give it a second here and look how quickly it will come back. And it says it thought about it, stopped thinking, reading documents. It's going over the transcript very quickly. Here's a short, now it spits it out for you. Big takeaway from Thomas's call, 2026. And so now it's going to go and give you exactly what you want to hear. This is super short and it just cleaned it up here. But I can also say, okay, not that short. Please summarize all of the important things Thomas covered in this video. And it remembers because you're in the feed, right? So you're still in this feed. You don't need to paste all the transcript back in. And obviously this is a little short, right? So this is like, okay, it really took it literally. It did a really short. And so I just, I want to get a little bit longer. So now I have everything that Thomas said, and I'm going to review it, not now because we're finishing up the training. But I can see everything he said. I can verify it. That's what he said. Um, you know, it lays it out perfectly. Isn't this exciting, guys? Isn't this pretty cool? Like just to see how that does that. And it took me literally like 2 minutes to turn this into what I needed it to, got it out of it. And I have a whole folder that I use for this stuff, and it remembers things. AI will remember things that um, when I put like Bobby's transcript in here, and it'll take everything he does. Like, I took his last Thursday night presentation and I put it in here, and it gave me all the facts about what Texacoin's doing. All the facts that Google and AI out there don't really have yet because we're not, that public. Can AI always, what is the website? Grok? Oh, it's Grok. Henry, it's Grok, Grok. .com. That's the Twitter one. Grok.com. Excellent security. Yes, thank you. Can I always be trusted? We checked TXE and it told it was ML. Okay, so Marjorie, yeah, check out my Facebook post if you would, Marjorie. She says, "Can AI always be trusted? We checked TXE and it told us it was an MLM scam." That's the problem, right there. And if you look at my Facebook post, if somebody wants to put that link to my post in there, I did that on ChatGPT, and what I did was, and we're running out of time, but I just want to kind of recap that really quickly. Is what AI does is it scrapes the information that's out there. So it's if you see like on Google or in the public marketplace, basically what TXC is doing is in phase one, building the mine. So you heard about like the over $25 million in liquidity, for example, that Bobby has in real estate, in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and in gold. That's not out there in liquidity on the exchanges yet because we're not into phase two yet. And so what the AI and internet is scraping is what's out there or what's been said by other people. So we as part of the Texas community and why Bobby has hired this company to boost our X and our X activity and the facts about Texacoin is to pretty much shape up and slap AI and Google on the rear and say, listen, this is really what's going on in Texas. This is the proven facts. But now we're being overrun by MLM scam reporters. You can look up Bitcoin as a scam. The biggest network marketing company, Amway, is a scam. All of these people write how much of a scam. Guys, it's for clickbait, it's for competition. And that's why AI will come up with that. So, um, good questions. I've been wondering about why AI can't get Texas facts. Hopefully that helps you guys understand, but there's more depth in what I did. on that Facebook post. So if somebody can post my link on there, that'd be great. I don't know if anybody can do that, but do you use the AI app that updates showing it is not written by AI? I can't remember the sites. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen that, but let me know. You do. Can we teach AI to get proper? Yeah, absolutely. You can teach AI. That's what AI does. It's like a brain. It forms over time, and just like you can teach it about your life, teach it the facts of your backstory. It will learn as it goes, and it will become more intuitive. It'll become more interactive, and that's why we as a community need to teach AI the facts about. I go in every day and I teach it facts about Texacoin. Stuff based on websites, based on our websites. Uh, yeah. So the best way to combat this is to get our community. Yes, absolutely. Charles nailed it. So the best way to combat this is to get our community to engage in social media and help AI see facts. Yes, 100%. And once we start having more of a presence, again, you guys know that we're in phase one. I don't want to say we're not public yet, but we're mostly kind of behind the scenes building the mind so that we can get to phase two where that becomes hugely public and a lot more public information about the market, the public exchanges where liquidity is now pumping and flowing. That's where all the red flags are coming from, are those two reasons. So absolutely, get on AI. And I'll do another training completely just on AI. But for this morning, I wanted to cover Coinbase. We have a lot of new people coming on that don't have wallets yet and that use peer-to-peer payments to come in or ACH, those good things. And so we're crypto company. I think that's all that I want to jam into today's session.
Cory, which post did you want? I've got your link to your Facebook, but I didn't know which post it was you wanted.
Yeah, the one I did on the AI, why Google information is false on TEXIT.
Oh,
It's
okay. All
yeah,
right, I'll go look.
thank you. And guys, I do the last thing I want to end with is I do AI a lot. I use AI a lot, and I use crypto every single day. And so when I come out with content on Facebook, it's not necessarily to get referrals or to get signups. It's to educate. It's to dispel. Sometimes I don't spend a lot of time, like Thomas and I talked about. We don't spend a lot of time on people talking negative about things. It's negative energy. Um, I will have a short conversation with somebody to say, listen, ignore it. Don't focus on it. There's so many people we need to bless out there with Texacoin. There's too many people that need this to spend time on the negativity because negativity will breed and it's like a plague. So that's just my little advice for the end of this. Thomas, how do we do, brother?
That was absolutely amazing. And yes, you are what you think about. So don't send me things that I got to think about negative things on. So, right.
Right.
But the whole thing from start to finish, I actually, towards the end there, I put a new LinkedIn profile up as you were teaching.
Nice.
So thank you for that. That's amazing. And then I think of all of the other things that I'm on and how quickly I will go because it's been daunting to me. I got to go update my profiles. Remember, I said that in my training yesterday that I got to go update my profiles. I got to
Yeah.
do all this.
That's what sparked my idea for that, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. So guys, we're getting lots of information on this stuff, and Cory, you're just an amazing leader. If I could, Cory, take the amazing time to just say, guys, next Tuesday through Friday, we have 4 open slots for teachings. We will always fill those slots, but we would like you to volunteer to fill them if you have something on always crypto or building the business strong. But other than that, Cory, do you want to take us out with some strong words going into some now and next to now stuff for the end of this week? Deadline. Let me just say this real quick. 6 p.m. Central tomorrow. But by noon, you got to have changes in. But they're also saying if you want to ensure your deals going in, ACH and whatnot, ACH and checks, I would do them today. Those deals today. Okay. Actually, I like Friday being my deadline instead of Saturday. That way, Saturday can be a last minute deadline, right? But by noon tomorrow on at least ACH, I would tell you by noon tomorrow, you might after that you might take a risk of it not getting in for this week. So a little bit of new ways to pay, a little bit of new transactions that way. So want to cover that. Cory, do you want to take a quick question or do you want to close us out?
We'll take a quick question if we have one, and then I'll close this out.
Okay. Danielle, you have
Danielle,
your hand up if you want to unmute.
Danielle.
Danielle, yeah, I'm not sure.
I,
I might have killed that. Okay.
me
Okay.
too. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, then we'll lower that hand and
All
okay,
right.
take us out real quick, Cory.
All right. Thanks again, Thomas. Listen, guys, now and next to now, it is so important that there's a lot of you that may be on here that have half of your business for the week built for you already. A lot of you might have 3, 6, or 9 points sitting there and have been sitting there. I want to say this. You may not be one that wants to referral or came in to refer, but if you need help, I know we're hesitant about approaching people from past things. Let's leave the past in the past. We have a door open for us, a blessing. So let's take advantage of that. Reach out if you want help bringing on a friend or family member, and let's get you, if you've got came in with a minor, let's get you paid for that. Let's get you reimbursed for that minor in cash, or let's power up your minors. But the important thing I want to leave you guys with is this is the biggest blessing that I've ever been a part of. And there is absolutely no way that any of your friends or family will not hear about this at some point, and sooner than later, the bigger that we get. So why not be the person that changes this person's life and helps save somebody's life? It did it for me. And the very last thing I want to teach, no, I'm going to save this for next time. I keep you in suspense. The next time I teach AI, I want to show you guys some really cool stuff about approaching a family member or a friend. And so thank you guys for being the best thing about what TEXIT is. The money is fantastic. The community is better. The personal relationships that we form and the journey that we travel together. Thank you guys. Enjoy the Dallas parade this weekend, and stay warm.
Give Cory some love, everybody. Give Cory some love.
Thank you, Cory.
Thank
Way
you
to go.
guys.
Way to go,
Cory.
Cory.
Let's
Awesome.
go.